The tournament arena is definitely silent. Everyone stops fighting. Broly's ki is calm, and Kale, touching his face lightly after kissing him, starts to feel the change. Broly now regains his control and calms down. Zeno, who was watching everything, observes and at that moment says,
"Incredible! She kissed him right! That was a big kiss! What will happen now?"
Frieza was watching from afar after taking a beating from the legendary Super Saiyan and just muttered, "Damn Saiyan!" Kale asks, "Broly, are you okay?" And Broly says nothing. He continues in his berserker form, but at this point he's not out of control. An intense glow comes around him and he begins to change, thus reaching a new form, the form of Super Saiyan 2. At that moment he obtained the ability to transform without becoming a berserker Saiyan, but continuing with the same powers, but without losing consciousness. He looks at Kale and says, "Kale, thank you." Thanks to Kale's kind gesture and a feeling of connection that the two had for having these uncontrolled powers, Broly had become an extremely powerful being. Everyone goes back to their fights after this event, and meanwhile, Caulifla says to Goku, "Did you see this incredible power just now? It was similar to that of Kale. Has she lost control again?" Goku looks to the other side and says, "Not this time. It was Broly's ki. He lost control and his ki increased to a level that even I haven't felt before. But now he's calm again, even though his power remains gigantic. How could he control that power?" Goku smiles. He looks at Caulifla and says, "Well, I'm glad he got over his powers. So, you don't have to worry now." Goku makes a combat pose looking at Caulifla while smile and says, "Now we have to continue our fight. Where is the amazing thing you wanted to show me?" Caulifla says at that moment, "It's okay, old man. Just won't regret it." She calms down. She takes a deep breath and feels her ki flow through her cells. She suddenly lets them explode, raising her power beyond comprehension. Goku is startled, for he sees that her form has changed. At this point, she transforms into a level 3 Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan 3, and says, "So what, old man? What do you think?" Goku is surprised and admired by the girl's potential, until he says, "Wow, you're amazing. It got to that level so fast. I do not have words. I'm really excited." Goku concentrates, raises ki, and transforms into a Super Saiyan 3 as well. And at that moment, the two go after each other. In an exchange of impressive blows, Zeno says,
"Goku is amazing! And Caulifla too! Look at their hair! They're the same! They're very strong!"
Caulifla grabs Goku's hair and throws him back into the pile of debris. Goku retaliates with energy shots that do not hit her as she dodges everything. She bounces off side to side and Goku keeps firing. Suddenly, Goku uses teleportation, appearing behind her. Goku is ready to attack, but she turns quickly and lands a kick on him, which he flies away. In the stands are the gods of destruction, impressed with everything they're seeing. Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Let's go back to the point. Each fight is more interesting than the last. Beerus watched Goku fighting Caulifla. Beerus watches closely and senses that something is not right. He sees Goku getting more and more anxious. Beerus can't tell due to Goku's movements. Goku attacks with several punches and kicks and dodges in every way, but he begins to feel out of breath and suddenly says, "My powers are being consumed faster than normal. What is happening to me?" Caulifla approaches and throws a punch as she screams, "Don't get distracted, or I will kill you." Goku laughs and says, "You're amazing. I still couldn't do that." Goku spins and lands an extremely powerful kick on the Caulifla that spits blood and sends her flying. Goku then unleashes a sphere of ki in his direction, causing everything to explode. Caulifla reverts to her base form and passes out in the middle of the arena under some rumble. Goku also returns to normal and feels extremely tired. He sits down on rocks so he can regain his energy. More than 300 participants have already been eliminated, and the battle were still far from over. Broly is next to Kale, who is looking at him in awe due to his new transformation. Broly then looks at her and asks, "Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?" Kale looks at Broly and responds, "No, you saved me." And she gets red cheeks. But at that moment, Kale says, "I need to find Caulifla. We got separated at the beginning of the term and now I'm worried about her." Broly says, "Your friend? I'll help you find her." And the two go on a quest to find Caulifla. Vegeta and Kyabe are together walking through the arena when they suddenly come across Jiren and Toppo. Vegeta says,
Kyabe, get out of here. I will face those two.
Kyabe says, Master, I will help you. We'll fight together. Vegeta looks at Kyabe angrily and says,
You worm. You can't stand to fight them. Don't bother me.
Kyabe answers at that same moment, I'm the one who decides who I want to fight or not. Master, you don't decide for me. Vegeta looks at Kyabe and says,
If they kill you, that's your problem.
But Vegeta felt proud when he saw that Kyabe was discovering what the pride of being a Saiyan was. Jiren looks to the side and sees Vegeta, and at this point he says,
Is it you, Vegeta?
Vegeta, with a sarcastic looks, replies,
How long have we been seeing each other? Jiren, you haven't changed at all. Do you want to face me again to have another beating?
Vegeta smiling responds,
This time it won't be like the last. I have some new things to show you.
Vegeta then with a serious tone says,
Kyabe, move away.
And then he strikes a fighting pose because he intends to fight as soon as possible. Kyabe walks away a little, bumping into Toppo, who looks at him seriously and say,
Hey there, kid. Do you want to fight too?
Kyabe's stammering answer, Power, 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 come on! And does his fighting pose. Vegeta goes towards Jiren, and as he approaches, he dodges, going to stop behind the big enemy. Jiren turns around calmly, and Vegeta ducks, causing Jiren to look down. At this moment, Vegeta digs his hands into the ground and throws a gigantic piece of stone upwards, unbalancing Jiren. Vegeta appears above him, with his final flash already charged, and scream,
Final Flash!
Hitting the gray directly. A huge smoke stream appears, and Vegeta gets extremely confident and says it out loud.
Hey, Bug! Hey, you worm! Appear soon. I know you can't be defeated that easily.
Immediately as the smoke dissipates, Jiren with arms crossed and a confident look says,
Is this all you got?
Vegeta responds,
Not even close.
And he already transforms into a Super Saiyan, attacking Jiren with all his speed, and he delivers an extremely powerful punch. The first of the two collide, and a big explosion forms. Jiren smiles and says,
And you really got stronger, but just a little.
Jiren raises his hand and starts hitting Vegeta, who defends himself in every possible way, and in thoughts, Vegeta says,
And really as I thought, he's even more powerful, but nothing has changed.
Vegeta ducks, hitting the backside of his spinning leg, which becomes unbalanced and starts to fall. At that moment, Vegeta uses his ki wrapped in his hand like a blade and slashes towards Jiren's chest, who uses one hand to support himself on the ground, and with the other holds Vegeta's hand that is close to punching him. Vegeta uses his ki to propel himself down, and Jiren raises his strength to counterattack. Vegeta says,
It won't kill you, but at least I'll smash the seal face of yours.
Jiren propels himself to the side, seeing Vegeta's hand pass close to his body, and then uses his energy to throw him away. The two land on their feet and stare at each other. In another corner of the arena, Goku was sitting just trying to recover his strength when suddenly those two mysterious beings found him, and as they approached, they said, Well, 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 what do we have here? Goku looks at them and then says, There's something about you that's familiar to me. Goku gets up and prepares to combat, and the three are positioned face to face with Goku, and another battle is about to begin. To be continued. Will Broly and Kale find Caulifla? What will happen to Goku now that he has found the three mysterious warriors? Regardless of what it is more than important that you already expose it here in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.